We got your last game of the night. We got Tigres versus América. Right away, I'm gonna tell you guys these lines look like a trap. 100%. I know everybody's gonna look at América and be like, "Oh, plus 190. They're the underdog in this game. I'm gonna take them straight. I'm smarter." Uh-uh. I think the books know exactly what they're doing. You think they don't know America only has one loss out of the whole season. Out of 17, no, 16 games played, one loss. And that was the first game of the season. They only lost to Juarez in the first game of the season. And you're going to give me almost 2-1 on my money now, after the whole season. Nah, that looks a little bit too weird to me. That looks a little bit 100% too weird to me. Trust me, I would love to take it because you're giving me plus 190 for an America team that's been absolutely dominant. So if it's priced like this, chances are they're not going to play with a lot of stars because nobody is catching up to them. They just have way too many points. Nobody's going to, no, not, they can lose this game and they're going to not be affected at all whatsoever. Zero effect. It doesn't matter. So, but I think Tigres at home is strong enough to compete. They probably need the points a little bit more. I think they're gonna get the win here. I do believe Tigres is gonna get the win here, and I think this is gonna be a low-scoring game. Just because America doesn't need to get the win doesn't mean they're just gonna get blown out. So, if we see anything, we're gonna see probably a 1-0 type of game. I think we're gonna see a lot of chances in this game. Because America does still have a deep lineup. They could bench some of these stars. They could bench their main squad. They still got even more players to compete with. I mean, that's what money is supposed to get you. You got to remember, this is the richest club in Mexico. So they should have a deep enough lineup to handle it. Tigres last week, I think we're still getting plus money simply because they blew a lead. They should have gotten that win against San Luis, and San Luis scored a banger in the last minute, and that game ended up being 2-2. Funny enough, it was after Guinac got subbed out. So, Tigres, maybe don't sub out some of your stars until you have the game secure. But still, I'm gonna take a shot with Tigres here. I think they take the win, just barely, but I think they still get the win. I'm also gonna go with an under. I think these are two tough teams. Although both of these teams have been scoring, usually when you see two high-scoring teams just end up clashing, especially teams that are good. I think the game ends up being a little bit lower. 2-1 score, maybe even a 1-0 score. I hope that 1-0 ends up being unfavored Tigres, but again, I wouldn't be surprised with a draw either. I just think Tigres needs the points more because they will be affected by whoever's in third place. I want to say it's between Monterrey and Tigres. I think they're in that third place spot. So Tigres needs the points. I think so. Give me the under 3. I think Tigres on the money line is where we want to be at because America at plus 190, that's just a little bit too weird to me. I think America is probably going to play with probably just the bench guys because they already know. It doesn't matter what happens in this game. They're going to be in first place. Goal difference doesn't matter. Just way too many points up ahead. They could probably lose 2 games and they'll be fine. So, give me Tigres on the money line.